I'm going on here and just write the whole thing. We have 6 times 8 over 11 minus 1, absolute value, plus 5, absolute value of 5 times 8 11ths, minus 3, has to be equal to 4. So if we do this, we'll have 48 divided by 11, because 6 times 8 is 48, minus, I'm going to write 1 as 11 over 11, absolute value, plus 5 times 8 is 40 over 11. Then minus 3 is just minus 33 over 11 if you multiply 3 by 11 and add an 11 to the denominator. And we want to see if this is equal to 4. Okay. 48 minus 11 is just 37 over 11. So that's an absolute value signs. And then 40 minus 33 is just 7. So I have 7 over 11. Both these are positive numbers, so the absolute value is nothing to them. I'm just going to write 37 over 11 plus 7 over 11. Is that equal to 4? 37 plus 7 is 44. So that gives us 44 over 11. Okay, well 44 divided by 11 is 4. So all that work proved that 4 is equal to 4. Therefore, the solution of 8 11ths is true, because when you put it back into the equation still stands. So therefore, I'll put a check mark on this one. Now let me just erase all this work down here so we can verify the next one, or see if it's false. The next one we need to verify is the solution x is equal to 2. So let's do this. I'll have 6 times 2 minus 1 plus the absolute value of 5 times 2 minus 3. Is that equal to 4? So 6 times 2 is just 12 minus 1. And then 5 times 2 is just 10, maybe minus 3, equal to 4. So 12 minus 1 is 11. And then 10 minus 3 is just 7. Well, notice, both these are positive numbers, so absolute value is nothing. So you have 11 plus 7. Is that equal to 4? Of course not, because 11 plus 7 is 18. Therefore, because we proved that putting in the solution x equals 2 gives us a false statement, we know that x equals 2 is not actually a solution to this. So we'll put an x mark there. Let's test the minus 6. I'll have the absolute value of 6 times negative 6 minus 1, absolute value, plus 5 times negative 6 minus 3. Is that equal to negative 4 or positive 4? So 6 times negative 6 is just negative 36. We have minus 1. Plus 5 times negative 6 is negative 30. Then minus 3. Is that equal to 4? So we have the absolute value of minus 37. Plus the absolute value of minus 33. Is that equal to 4? Well, no, that's not the case. Because let me just continue to do this. We'll have 37 plus 33, because absolute value makes those numbers positive. Is that equal to 4? No, not at all. So therefore, we know that the solution of minus 6 is actually a fake solution. So let me just go up and put an x next to it. So x equals negative 6. That's not true. So now let's use 0 now and see if that solution is true. We'll have 6 times 0 minus 1, absolute value, plus 5 times 0 minus 3. Is that equal to 4? Well, 6 times 0 and 5 times 0 is just 0. So we just have 0 minus 1 plus 0 minus 3, both of those in absolute value signs, is equal to 4. Well, that's just minus 1 in absolute value plus minus 3 in absolute value is equal to 4. Well, minus 1 and minus 3 turn to plus, and 1 and plus 3 with an absolute value. So is 1 plus 3 equal to 4? Yes. So that means 0 is actually a solution to this equation. So in other words, we had 4 solutions, we checked all those off, and the only one that remained are 8 11ths and x equals 0. So let me just erase all this work and then write down our final answer. So our final answer is x is equal to 0 and is equal to 8 over 11. That was a ton of work.